The mitzvah of Hadlakas ner Chanuka doesn't take a lot of time. The duration of the performance of the mitzvah is brief. It only takes a few moments. It's best to keep the candle on the wick at least long enough so that whatever part of the wick will burns from you holding the candle on the wick and not just spreading to it. But that only takes a few seconds. One can nevertheless elevate this mitzvah greatly with the following kavanos to enhance the performance of the mitzvah. Number one, and this comes along with a special graphic listing 8 kavanos to have when you light the menorah. The most important kavana is kavana to be mekayim the mitzvah like Hashem commanded. Even though mitzvos ner Chanuka is a mitzvah d'Rabbanan, when it comes to mitzvos d'Oraisa, we paskin mitzvos tzrichos kavana. But when it comes to mitzvos d'Rabbanan, there's a machlokes. The Magen Avraham says one would not be required to have kavana. Mitzvos tzrichos kavana means when you do a mitzvah, you have to have the specific kavana that you intend to fulfill a mitzvah of Hashem. The Magen Avraham says this is not necessary by a mitzvah d'Rabbanan. The Pri Megadim says no, even by mitzvahs d'Rabbanan you have to have kavana. The Mishnah Berurah says by mitzvahs d'Rabbanan one must have kavana. So that's the first kavana to have. Kavana to be mekayim the mitzvah of Hashem, to listen to the Chachamim, to light the menorah. Number 2, you're lighting the menorah as an expression of gratitude. This is essential. If you look in the Gemara says they made Chanuka, Lashano ha'acheres, kavam va'asam, yamim tovim, halel and hoida. Halel, saying halel, and thanking Hashem. Conspicuously absent is the mitzvah of lighting the menorah. If you look at how the Rambam codifies this Gemara, the Rambam says Chanuka are yemei simcha, halel, umadlika neiros. The Rambam does list lighting the menorah, but he doesn't speak about thanking Hashem. Says Rav Betzalel Zolti, says Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, the Gemara is telling you the purpose of the mitzvah, the Rambam is telling you the act of the mitzvah. The purpose of the mitzvah is to thank Hashem. The act of the mitzvah is to light the menorah. Meaning, if one merely lights the menorah and does not think he's lighting the menorah to thank Hashem, says Rav Shlomo Zalman, he's missing the main part of the mitzvah. Rav Betzalel Zolti says, Lo yatsa, he has not fulfilled his obligation. So the second kavana is, you're lighting the menorah to thank Hashem. Kavana number 3. Chida writes, before you do any mitzvah, it's ideal to have a thought of tshuva. This way the mitzvah is performed in the highest state. The third kavana is tshuva. Then, kavana 4, 5, and 6, which will really boost your mitzvah. You're doing the mitzvah out of love of Hashem, out of ahava, out of reverence and fear of Hashem, yira, and you're doing the mitzvah with great joy. Kavana number 7, you're doing the mitzvah to bring nachas to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, la'asois nachas ruach milafanav, to bring pleasure to your Father in heaven, to your Creator. And number 8, to bring merit to the Jewish people. Not every Jew will have the privilege to light the menorah, but still, that Jew who doesn't know about the menorah, or was never educated, he's your brother. You're lighting the menorah for the benefit of the entire Am Yisrael. Here we have a humble tefillah that encapsulates all of these kavanos that you could contemplate this tefillah or recite before the performance of the mitzvah. Harini muchan umazuman lekaye mitzvahs hadlakas ner Chanuka ka'asher tzivani b'soirasecha kedei lehoidois l'shimcha elyon, that's hoida, v'hini shav lefanecha al kol chatoi, that's tshuva, v'ratzise lekay moisai ba'ahava, with love, b'yira, with fear, u'v'simcha, lasois nachas ruach milafanecha, v'shayia l'toivas klal Yisrael l'zakoisam u'lahagein aleim. These 8 kavanos will really boost your Hadlakas ner Chanuka. May the lighting of the menorah be received favorably, Lifnei Avinu Shabbat Shamayim. Afrei Lechen Chanuka.